Have you ever sat there and wondered to yourself, what's a good way to waste a couple brain cells here and there? Well, I have a solution for you, and that solution is go watch the Minecraft movie. Because, to be honest, I went to go watch it recently. I went with my friend Justin, and if I didn't go with him, I don't know if I would have enjoyed the movie as much as I would have, because the entire point of the film, honestly, as an adult, is to make fun of the film. And I say as an adult because this film is supposed to be like for a kids movie. You can tell based off the way how the actors communicate with one another throughout the entire film. But I found it interesting because not only myself being there in my 20 some odd years of age, same with Justin, but there weren't just kids in the theater, the one that we went to in particular. There were, youngsters here and there looking at the big screen waiting for their favorite creatures to appear on screen, and there were also like a couple like teenagers looking like later ends of high school, and even some folks closer in age to myself. So it captured quite a wide audience. I'm guessing that's because Minecraft, with how long it's existed, has grabbed a bunch of people because the kids nowadays are playing it, and even people like myself, who was a longtime veteran going all the way back to 2010 playing this game. So as you could tell, this grabbed a lot of people, which makes sense because people were upset that, Jack Black was going to be playing as Steve, and they didn't really like the way how he looks because he's just basically Jack Black. But let's be honest here. If you actually went to go see the film and saw the entirety of it, everybody that acted, mainly like Jack Black and Jason Momoa, they had a lot of fun, I'm guessing, making this film. You could tell that they're just goofing around, like chopping up amongst one another. It was a whole thing, right? And it's a stupid movie. At the end of the day, it's a stupid movie, so you got to give a little bit of credit here. But just because it's a stupid movie doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good movie, because how do you make Minecraft good other than making it a goofy thing? And it's pretty visually pleasing, the way how they painted the Minecraft world and presenting it to the audience and seeing how creative everything is. But there are a couple instances where it's a bit questionable, mainly with some of the acting and some of the plot lines that they've done. So you look at it and you have Steve, who is just a child yearning for the mines, which is verbatim what happens in the film. I remember when it's literally the first 30 seconds of the film, and I turned to Justin when you see him as a kid holding a pickaxe with a mining hat. I looked at him and said, he's just a child yearning for the mines, because it's a meme. And the moment he said that verbatim in the film, I threw all of my trash onto the ground because I knew that little bit right there was going to set the course for the entire film. And then you have weirder backstories with like Jason Momoa's character, and then some of the other characters where like it's like a young sister with her brother and they're all living on their own, and then you have the one lady who's like a social services lady or something like that, who's also a part-time zookeeper. There's weird storylines going on in this, and then they find their way to the Minecraft world where they encounter Steve and they have to fight the piglins, and it's a weird mess. And then you also have this weird side plot with a villager making it to the real world and getting it on with Stifler's mom after she ran him over with her car. So it's weird, and I laugh about this even now, because when I laughed during the film, it was mainly because there were some like weird cringy moments, or like it was just so stupid that I'm like, I can't believe that they thought to do this. And then you have the memes of Jack Black saying particular things like flint and steel and chicken jockey and all that, and you have us clapping in the theater. Like the first time that we clapped in the theater was when he said, "I am Steve," and everybody lost their minds like, woohoo, oh my god, he said he's Steve, chicken jockey, woohoo, oh my god, he said chicken jockey. And like at that point, you know that you're with a brain dead audience. Not saying that the people are brain dead, because I went there too, and I partook in this because I knew I was getting myself into something stupid. I'm not looking at masterful cinema here. And as part of that stupidity, like you would hope that there's at least some story that's going to be coming up with Minecraft other than Steve just running away from the real world to the Minecraft world. And it really boils down to, this almost looks like a glorified tutorial video, because most of the movie is just him teaching people how to create things. And then the weird subplot of like Jason Momoa's character needing money, so he's trying to get diamonds from the Minecraft world, and he's strong-arming Steve to find his diamond stash. And it literally, oh my god, I can't even, he has such a huge diamond stash, it's almost like he got mods and did X-ray. But even then, like, it's a bit of a weird story, right? You're in a Minecraft world where everything's cubic and all that stuff, and yeah, it's a bit weird. But I think the weirdest part is when the Minecraft creatures escape the Minecraft world and go into the real world, like his dog Dennis, Jack Black's dog Dennis, which even that's a bit weird, like how strong of a connection that they have amongst one another. But you literally have a square dog in the real world, and nobody's questioning it. You have a villager in the real world, and the biggest question that they had was Jennifer Coolidge's character, Stifler's mom, looking at the villager after she hit him and saying, "You have quite a big head." Which, to give credit where credit is due, they do have a meta joke in there where they're at the dinner and she's like, the waitress is like, are you finished? Asking about the dinner, and then Jennifer Coolidge goes, "Oh no, I think he's Swedish." And I laughed because I thought it was a bit meta. Nobody else really understood what it was, and I mean, obviously it's because, it's a Swedish company that made the game, but they also had, cameos, apparently. I didn't really catch most of them, because, like, I'm not a big Minecraft YouTuber. I used to do, way back in the day, Minecraft videos, but I love playing Minecraft. I always have, and even to this day, I play Minecraft. And really the only one that I caught was the Technoblade cameo, where they had the pig with the crown walking around, and Jack Black's like, "No, he is a legend," which, with all due respect, that's great. At least they paid homage to a character. They have a knowledge of what Minecraft is. It sounds like everybody that is involved in this film has, to a degree, know what Minecraft is and the people that are involved with Minecraft. Because apparently they had other influencers and creators that play Minecraft involved in this film. I didn't catch the rest of them, but it sounds like they had an idea on what it was and how to build around it, which adds on to why this was just a fun film to make. There are also some weird instances that were in the film. In particular, they had musical numbers, which didn't really make sense. I think it's just because they wanted to use Jack Black for his singing capabilities, and his saxophone thing that he did on, like, Jimmy Kimmel or whatever late night show he was on. So that's all that they really did. And then they had, like, some interesting, like, hair metal scene right at the end, and Jason Momoa's place, because they decided to save his business with all the diamonds that they got. But another weird instance, and Justin brought this up to me because we both kind of understood, but he nailed it in because the soundtrack was also very weird too. It starts off with the original Minecraft soundtrack, which is great. That's awesome. And maybe some redone versions of it. But they also had, like, popular songs. So they had one in particular where Jack Black is fighting zombies and saving the people, and it's the first time that the new crew is seeing Jack Black's character for the first time, and they're dancing, or he's killing the zombies to "You're My Little Boo Thing," which is that White Claw commercial song. And honestly, that was the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Who in their right mind creates a fight scene where you're fighting to "You're My Little Boo Thing" and you're just killing zombies? That is probably one of the weirdest things I've seen throughout the course of the film. And another aspect that I have a critique on is it's a bunch of people in a whole, like, green room, basically, with probably people in morph suits that they're playing around with. And there are scenes where, like, they're being chased, and you can kind of tell that it was almost like they're on, like, a treadmill, and they're, like, running away from a green screen, where you can see they're basically, like, standing in place, running away as things are chasing them. The background is moving, which makes it kind of look awkward and a bit janky. But at the end of the day, like, the movie's going to be stupid. And they obviously were doing their part. And from looking at it now, it looks like this movie is becoming successful. I mean, I contributed money to it, Justin contributed money to it, and then there were plenty of people that contributed money to it. And I know that there are people that have said, like, in some other reviews, that they went to theaters and it was empty, or it was, like, all kids. We had a very diverse theater. And it was virtually full. And when you look at the numbers that it's made nationally, it's almost netting. So it's probably going to eventually net nationally in the United States. But globally, it's already gone over. So it's definitely making a lot of money. And it's going to make a lot of money because, like I said, unlike other video game movies and TV shows, this one, you know what you're getting yourself into. Kids are going to probably enjoy it. Granted, the kids really didn't, laugh and all that stuff. Sure, they were clapping at some of the scenes, but not really a lot of laughter here and there other than me laughing because of how dumb the movie was. But the numbers show that people are going to watch the movie. And I think, judging by some of people's reactions to the film, it's justifiable. As an adult, I don't expect much from the Minecraft film. But I also don't expect to be told every little thing that's going on. Like I said, Chicken Jockey, I Am Steve, Flint and Steel, Diamond Swords, this and that, the villagers, a whole singing bit about chicken in a lava bucket. Like, at some point, it becomes so stupid that you're asking yourself, why am I here? And thank God that film was rather short. It went by quick. I kid you not. It went by pretty quick, and I looked at my friend Justin, and I said, thank God this movie's over, because goddamn, dude. Like, I feel like my intelligence just got sapped. So, as an adult, not as enjoyable. You can go and watch it if you really want to. It's not like it's the Borderlands. If anything, I would rather watch Minecraft again than the Borderlands movie. I'd rather watch the Minecraft movie than the Halo TV show, but that doesn't mean that it's any better than those, right? So if I had to give a final rating on this entire film, with all the wacky scenes and knowing that it's going to be stupid, but it's actually a little bit stupider than you thought it was going to be, with the visual pleasingness of it and the way how the actors are acting with one another, but the way how they're speaking makes you think that you're stupid, I would give this movie a 4 out of 10. So, yeah, that's it. I'll leave you with that. It's been a while since I've done a movie review. I wanted to see the Minecraft movie just because I thought it would be fun. So, we'll get back into movie reviews. If you like movie reviews, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want more stuff like this. Leave a comment down below. Did you see the Minecraft movie? What did you think of it? With that, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.